Hey guys, we are now on the next lesson. We are going to be going over ad metrics. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my video, jump straight into it, and share my screen here on my computer. And we are going to climb into the ad account I have pulled up here. Now, I just wanted to pull this one up because it gives you a good example of what typically a lot of people will find themselves falling into. This is an example from an account that I was running for a client. And we just did one lead as a test, and we ran it for 3 days, and it ended up spending 28.83 and only got one lead, which was on the second day. But here you can see that we had the bid strategy of lowest cost. If you come into your ads manager, you can further read what these all entail, but I'll give you the overview of what these um, metrics are without describing the actual review here. I'll do it in a more tactful manner than giving you a bunch of terms that you don't know, like ROAS and cost cap, bid cap, etc. Daily budget again, $10. I typically say start at 5, don't start at 10. This will show you when you went in and did your last significant edit. And this was just published, so there was no edit. We did get one on Facebook lead using the lead forms ad, right? So results for traffic would be if you set up a pixel and track them completing a form on your website, then it would display a result. But this was using lead forms. So we got one lead, we got in front of 520 people, but we had 680 total impressions. Okay. So that means that out of the 520, 160 of them saw the ad twice. Okay, I'll review that again. With reach, it's how many people you get in front of. With impressions, it's how many eyeballs, how many sets of eyeballs you get in front of. Okay, individuals, eyeballs. 520 individuals, 680 total impressions. That means that 160 impressions were to some of the same people within that 520. So 160 people saw the ad twice, right? We killed the ad. It was a high cost per lead because we only got one lead, and we spent a total of $28.83. Now, we had set it up where it was set to go ongoing, and we had a conversion rate of 50% because we had 2 total link clicks on that ad, and we converted one into a lead. Okay. Now you can come up here and go through even further um, targeting practices, which we'll go through later on in more advanced courses, or more advanced lessons, I should say, and topics. But this stuff we'll review later. In terms of breakdown, you can break down by time, by delivery, so you can see people based on age, gender, etc., or by their action, and say if it was conversion device or post reaction type, they liked it, shared it, wow, sad, whatever. You can break it down that way. This typically is more in depth for companies who are, say, drop shipping Amazon products, and they have to know fine details about their clientele. For agency owners who are running just lead generation in general, you won't see yourself diving down into that rabbit hole unless you end up having a large team of producers that you're managing and that you have to find certain demographics and break down the demographics in order for you to replicate the results you got, right? Which may be something based on age, gender, or both combined. It could also be any of these other filters right here. Maybe it's the placement and device that was giving you the best results, so you can build ads around that. Okay. Last but not least, we have our reports here, which you can export it into a data table. It just basically gives you a bunch of numbers about the results, so you can share it with clients, or you can save it as a copy for yourself. And that's about it here for the metrics on Facebook. It's pretty simple when it comes to looking at the results of the leads when they come through. You'll get used to it. Now that's on a per campaign side. This one is, I'm sorry, on the per ad set. This one is for the entire campaign. Now you could have, multiple ad sets inside one campaign. And with that being the case, these numbers would be different than what would show on this if you had multiple campaigns. Okay, so that's just a quick review of the ads manager, um, uh, what you call it, the metrics that you will be reviewing inside your ad account. And of course, I'm using a disabled account here because I don't want to show live active ads from current clients, but it's the same information that you'll get in an active account. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. On to the next topic.